In the heart of the forest, where the trees whispered secrets and shadows danced in the moonlight, stood the abandoned orphanage, a place forgotten by time and haunted by the echoes of its tragic past. Its windows were like vacant eyes, watching the world with a melancholic gaze, and its crumbling walls held memories of sorrow and despair. Legend had it that the orphanage was once a sanctuary for children who had nowhere else to turn, but it had fallen into darkness when a series of mysterious disappearances plagued its halls. Locals whispered of restless spirits and vengeful ghosts, warning travelers to steer clear of its cursed grounds. One fateful night, a group of adventurous friends decided to explore the abandoned orphanage, drawn by its eerie allure and the promise of adventure. Among them was Sarah, a young woman with a fascination for the supernatural and a fearlessness that bordered on recklessness. As they ventured deeper into the orphanage's decaying corridors, their footsteps echoing like whispers in the darkness, they felt the weight of the past pressing down upon them. Shadows danced upon the walls, and the air grew colder with each step they took. Suddenly, a faint sound echoed through the silence, a child's laughter, filled with innocence and joy. It sent shivers down their spines, for they knew they were not alone in the abandoned orphanage. Heart-pounding, Sarah led her friends toward the source of the laughter, their nerves on edge as they braced themselves for what they might find. They emerged into a dimly lit room, where a solitary rocking chair swayed back and forth, its movements accompanied by the ghostly echoes of a child's laughter. Frozen in fear, they watched as the rocking chair continued to sway, seemingly guided by an unseen force. And then, with a sudden jolt, it stopped, and the laughter ceased, replaced by an eerie silence that seemed to suffocate the air. As they stood there, paralyzed by fear, they heard a voice, a whisper in the darkness, barely audible yet filled with anguish and longing. It speaks of lost souls and forgotten dreams, of children who had vanished without a trace, their spirits trapped within the walls of the orphanage for all eternity. And then, with a deafening roar, the orphanage began to tremble, its walls shaking as if possessed by an otherworldly force. Sarah and her friends fled in terror, their screams echoing through the night as they raced to escape the crumbling building. Urged into the moonlit forest, their hearts pounded with fear. They knew they had witnessed something beyond the realm of the living, a tale of tragedy and loss that would haunt them forevermore. And although they vowed never to return to the abandoned orphanage, they knew that its ghostly echoes would linger in their memories, a reminder of the darkness that lurked within its walls.